Here we go. Welcome to Disco Elysium Let's Play Episode 2. We're going to continue where we left off, obviously. Welcome to the stream, Esau. Nice to have you here. I've only got about an hour and a half to play, so we're going to try to go home. If you were here last time, we had gathered some information about potentially how to get back to our house. So I think that's what I'm going to be striving to do. I don't know if it's possible or not, but we'll give it a shot. So let's start off by looking at that information. Okay, so here it says, let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken step back home. Jump across the raised canal bridge southwest of here. So we're going to go across the raised canal bridge southwest. So let's just start off with that, and we'll come back to more information when we need it. So southwest should be this way. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Tire tracks leading onto the roof, the slush and rain has almost washed them off. Don't get mayonnaise on the measuring tape? Interesting. An ancient fountain, it doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. So we got a bridge here. There is a bridge here. This is what they meant by jump. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. I let the goods do the talking. Okay. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely... Wish they would leave it on for a little bit longer. Like, at least let me, like, move my controller to take the text off the screen. Really, it's my one main beef at this point in time. There's something here for everyone.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Hey Dylan, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. It's very interesting. It is very interesting. I'm really enjoying it.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
So people won't take me serious, but they won't be able to see that I have bloodshot, baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
What do I prefer? People seeing my eyes or thinking that I've got bad, ugly glasses? You know, I can always probably come back and buy them, so I'm going to say you're right, I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
So my logic will go down, but my electrochemistry will go up. Very interesting. Yes, I'm about 3 hours into the game, Dylan. So not too deep, but deep enough where I've experienced, you know, kind of what to expect with the game, and I'm enjoying it. So I do recommend it. He's questionable. Yeah, he looks a little bit off. Let's rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Wouldn't want to wear sunglasses that melt in the sun. But then again, it is winter and snowing, so...
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Let's try for some better sunglasses.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Turn to the lieutenant. Can our firefight something we should be prepared for?
I hope not.
He says, looking up from his browsing.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
So it looks like this is locked because I probably don't have 6 real. Yeah, I think I only have $3.50. I'm broke as hell. All right, let's come back later. We got some gloves. Nice. Let's put those on. Where did my gloves go? I picked up gloves. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Cool. Very nice. I like fingerless gloves. I am a fan. Water lock out of order. Oh, I was trying to look at the chat. It looks like there's 6 messages, but I'm only seeing 3 in the chat. Oh, we've got a Russian viewer. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. Butter sign down. don't know. Maybe.
Good morning to you, officers.
He got a knife in his hand?
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Yes, decisions have a great effect on the outcome in this game. It's all about, so I can show you here. You start off the game kind of deciding your stats, and then you can choose one, what do they call it? It's kind of like your main specialty or whatever. So I picked conceptualization. Understand creativity, see art in the world. And then as you do things, you gain skill points, and it increases your likelihood of having success in certain situations. But it's all based on dice rolls. It's like a real RPG. So it's pretty cool. All right, what do you say? His eyes are fixed on the stranded side of the waterlock and the enormous billboard that has fallen down in the canal between them.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From
they're
the
97.
corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of a salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed-out ruins.
Well, let's ask him for some salami.
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. All right, well, I think we've exhausted everything here. So, maybe the fishing town? But I don't think I'll be able to get across the bridge. Roy's pawn shop, fast cash for faster times. Let's go inside the pawn shop. Let's have a look. Hopefully somebody can tell us how to get the drawbridge down or something. I really wanted to go home, but I don't think I'll be able to. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. A bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Welcome to the pawn shop. What's that?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
Interesting. So he likes ruckus.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel format. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Okay. Well, we can't buy the boombox because we don't have enough money. It's this thing.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. It's this thing.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Let's inspect the ones in blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Point at the blue figurines. What exactly are these?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
I think we're good. Maybe we'll...
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Point to the figurines and the rags. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Let's inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Alright, I think that's good enough. Anything else in here? Got some healing. Third healing. So I don't think we're going to be able to make it across. I think I might need to abandon that mission.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
It's this guy again.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
No, you can reload save points. So if you perish, you can reload and try again. But I think it might get to the point where if you screw things up enough that you just won't be able to succeed, I think, but I could be mistaken. Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
Yeah, the game's pretty long. It would be pretty brutal if, like, you played 90 hours and then died and weren't able to reload or retry.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
I don't know if we can afford anything. Let's do it anyway, though. Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. 'Windbreaker'. 'Surf', it says, but also 'wind'. 'Summer', 'winter', 'summer', 'winter'. 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 'Summer', 'winter', 'summer', ' Summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Shivers. Interesting. I don't know what Shivers is. Alright, well we can't afford it. We're close. We're $1 off. So let's leave, see if is there anything else we can interact here. What's this box?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Interesting. There were speakers in the pawn shop and speakers here, so I'm guessing there's going to be a mission where I need to get some kind of amplifier.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
I don't want to say any of those things. Okay, let's say, but I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
All right, well, you know what? I think this is a mission that we haven't encountered yet, so let's go somewhere else. Actually, let's have a look at what missions we can do. Okay. Find booze and drink it. Inspect the victim's body. We can't because we vomit every time we try to take the body down. Pay for damages. The guy wants, like, way too much money. Track down your badge. We know where the badge probably is. It's in our jacket that's on top of the building. But we can't quite get there yet. We can open the trash container. I think that's probably a good idea. Who made the call reporting the crime? Track down my gun. Once again, I'm guessing my gun is in my jacket. Talk to Gart, Lieutenant Love. Yeah, we can go talk to Gart. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Precinct 57. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay, let's go talk to Gart. We can talk to Gart or we can open up the trash container. Yeah, it's weird when a guy doesn't want to... A person that's selling stuff doesn't want to sell something. Seems odd. We'll go talk to Guard first. Maybe if we give him some advice, he'll be like, okay, fine. You don't have to pay for the damages. Although he is being a bit of a douche, so... we'll see.
Can I help you?
Oh, actually, let's ask him if we can open up the trash container. Or, yeah. There's no negative. The only thing is if I puke when approaching the body that's hanging off of a tree out back of this hotel, it won't let me cut the body down, and we need to cut the body down. So, yeah, the vomiting just prevents me from progressing in that storyline. Is the trash container out back yours?
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Nice. Okay, so we don't even have to break into the trash container. We can just go and do that. So I want to talk. So I talked to Sylvie.
God.
He does not look too pleased.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Don't I have anything else, like a back button, for example? I like that.
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
Okay. Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel.
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel?
Oh my god. Hey Frank, welcome to the stream, man. Neither was I. This is actually the first time that they've gone to this extreme. Actually, no, there was some stuff when we were talking with the precinct. Let's do this one. No time for lectures. The point is, you're losing at her nasty mind games. Sylvie's a total psycho.
God, does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
You don't want to know.
The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with a broken wing. On the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my ass.
He stops and stares at the counter.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
I'm not going to say that I broke it. Broken bird, feathers. This is all part of the mind F on the cock carousel.
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until, like, 39. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
We got some booze from him. He takes a bottle of wine off the shelf and pours himself a glass. He corks the bottle and hands it to you.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
He stares into the blood-red liquid in the cup.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Apparently we're Dr. Love now. Alright. Let's head out to the garbage. Let's open up that trash container, see what's in there. Maybe we'll find a new home to live in. Because we can't get across the river. This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Hey, I can be both an officer and a doctor.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What?
Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Okay, maybe we don't open it. But I want to open it. Why wouldn't I open it? Why is it not letting me go over to the other tabs? Oh, because I'm in this. Someone might be watching. That's very true. Okay, let's leave for now.
We need to investigate now.
Just like that, he opens the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Let's pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Interesting. So why did somebody remove his pants after he was already dead?
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
I think they tied him up with his own belt. That's how he's hung, is with his own belt, if I'm not mistaken.
Something slimy catches your eye.
What? Why would I pick up something slimy?
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Let's look under the box of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
I don't really want to search the food waste. That's kind of gross. We got the clothes. I think we're good.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
I'm kind of tempted to try to get my jacket down from the top of the building. I don't think I'll hurt myself. I think if I have at least 50% chance of making the jump, I'll attempt it. Anything lower than that, I don't think is really worth it, so... Alright, there's the jacket. 50-50 is rough, but I've had things where it was like 17%. So 50% is better than 17% success.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Let's look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
Yeah, 8%. 8% to make the jump. Damn. We need savoir-faire. Let's ask him.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention.
Are we close?
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Yep. I think I'm just gonna leave. I'm not even gonna bother. Less than 10% chance. Audio's kind of messed up. Where the hell are we going? Over here. Some of the navigation is a little bit finicky. Now we gotta go through 2 more loading screens just to get back out to where we were. Alright, so what can we do? Something with those pants? We'll check our objectives or missions. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes. No, Kuno's a piece of crap. I'll ask Guard if he knows. Let's go do that. Kuno is a little kid, by the way. He's got quite the mouth on him. Everybody's really classy in this game. So I don't know if you guys saw, I posted a video of today's daily ride, my part 2 video. I'm currently sitting in 2nd place. I actually... only Swick is ahead of me, and his time is ridiculous.
Can I help you?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said mess hall is reserved for the Union Guard. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? Let's ask that.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I have a search warrant? I don't have a search warrant. Maybe there's something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Thank you very much, Dylan. Hopefully I can hold on to it. There's still about 5 hours left in the daily, so we'll see.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
This, what? Thing-based questionnaire? Alright, give him back his trash.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's jeans.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
That's kind of funny how they didn't... Oh, okay. Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Alright.
Yes?
Is this open now? Isn't that the kitchen? No? Apparently not. Okay, I guess I can't go into the... Oh, because it's not 1 o'clock yet. The chef is doing stuff until then. Who's this guy? Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Let's take the
The
pills.
man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Cool.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
I'm not gonna bother waking him up. What can we do now? Could talk to some more people. Let's check our objectives. Oh, apparently it's messed up. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, let's talk about Kim about, oh no, we have to do it after that. Track down the gun, who made the call reporting the crime. I don't really want to drink booze. Alright, let's find somebody to talk to. Who's this guy? What does he know?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet.
Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
He glances south down the road. How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Whoa, a whole week?
So tell me, what do you need?
Let's ask what he's hauling.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
I think he's making a joke.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That a fallen A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Fair enough. It's understandable.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Tell me more about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Well, I'm going to try an 8% check. Do we ask? I'm not going to ask some guy I just met for change.
Don't be a stranger.
Not some hobo. A bold slogan, human ox, covers the truck. What's this? Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Oh. Hey, we got a $1.51. That's pretty good. Or a $1.61. Even better.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Alright, let's snap our fingers.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Oh, we got some more change. Change is lying around all over the place. The lorries probably stored fuel here, and now they store booze.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
This guy's huge. Frickin' ox.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Nope.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
Yep, nobody should be denied work.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Oh, he is. Look at him. Dude's massive. What kind of causes are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
His manner of speaking is wooden. The tone of voice bland and uninspired. Almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like
Hey, Mike.
civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then, we charge.
Rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You're trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here. Behind the hotel hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
Let's just go. It says GRIH. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor.
Scab?
Asks a man with a jolly eyes tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
I need to know what's behind these gates I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That simple? I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation.
Yeah, I'm not fighting a 2-meter tall guy.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has any of these scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it.
Sure.
Another thing? What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Alright, let's head off. Maybe let's talk to this big dude. Let's see what's this. A notice, in case of strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police, and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Oh. Do you mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Sure, dude.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
The Ilmaran people did not invent alcohol. It's existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and their Rolam Al-Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
I don't think that's how history works.
Why don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
The babe looks at him with eyes full of admiration that transcends the merely sexual. Enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What is this guy even talking about? The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Alright.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
No, I'm not.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of our your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshach's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Right.
The best idea.
Ooh. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection.
Thanks, Frank.
I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
You're right, that's craniometric perfection. My race doesn't stand a chance.
Correct.
Alright, let's subscribe to his advanced race theory. Why not, right? Like, just because we subscribe to it doesn't mean we actually believe or agree with it. I don't know, let's...
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
We failed with 92%? I want to learn this race theory of yours so that we could become friends.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? You do not have the devotion for servitude.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eye towards the harbor, seemingly bored with me. You keep telling yourself that.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Who are you calling a communist?
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm no communist.
Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race.
This guy's trying to get on my
I am not
nerves.
surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Semines?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Yeah, so?
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
Sounds more like you're the past. So, you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Semines women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Semines, you're just from Revachol?
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Semini strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world.
Sure it will.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
Yeah, sure you are. I'll find my gun and then we'll see how quickly you move. Alright. Well, how do I get? Can I get down? Can I get down? There we go. Hey, some change. Where the hell is he going? I want to pick up the change. Let's check this. Some more healing. Alright, well... Oh, we're back here, okay. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I've got a stream to do with Frank on his channel. We'll be doing some Binding of Isaac Repentance Co-op together. So I'm going to end this and start getting ready for that. I'll continue more of Disco Elysium on Thursday. We should be able to get in a longer session then. So hope to see you guys there. Welcome to the stream, Robert. Unfortunately, I'm ending it here, but it's a short VOD that you can watch if you care. Not too much occurred. We found some pants from the victim in the garbage, and that's pretty much it. We talked to a bunch of people, but it didn't really progress too much, so. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.